Okay, I want to talk about construct-irrelevant variance in assessment. I didn't really understand the article when I read it very well, I don't think. So here's an attempt to simplify it into a situation that I use fairly frequently, and that's during IQ testing, we will get students to do this block design task where you take these blocks and you have to make shapes like this. And you have to make it in the right orientation. You can't rotate it like this person did, and you can't make mistakes like that. And you also can't take a very long time. And if you do those things, then what that tells us is that you're not very smart. And this is actually a really, really good measure of general intelligence. There's a lot of predictive ability about classroom functioning and later life functioning. However, it has two significant sources of construct-irrelevant variance, and that's motor coordination and vision. So this girl has no hands, so she, apart from the fact that she's a plastic mannequin, she would probably score very badly on the block design task because she would either be slow or she would be inaccurate. But that isn't because of her low IQ. That's because she doesn't have any hands. So I'm not measuring her IQ, I'm measuring this construct irrelevant variance. These boys, they have macular degeneration, so same deal, they can't see. So when they get a low score on this test, all I'm measuring is their visual ability. I'm not measuring their IQ. Again, introducing kind of significant construct irrelevant variance. So we have to be very aware of these things when we test kids in general, of this kind of construct irrelevant variance and what we're going to do about it. And one of the things I can do is try and estimate their true ability by removing that construct irrelevant variance, and also just being aware of the fact that construct irrelevant variance exists. Then I need to use that to highlight the fact that the student is smarter than their test score suggests, and that might be true in other situations in their life where they actually can do much, much better if we can provide the accommodations. And then I need to think about ways I can measure the student's ability differently. So there's a multi-choice version of that test, for example, that doesn't require motor components.